Welcome everyone to the HorrorCast, episode 66. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Steampunk Starraisin?
Here in Hollywood at AmberStreet.com.
What's up, Daniel?
Hi, guys.
All right, so this news came in on Friday the 13th. We didn't get to cover the other night. Chris is going to read it. What do you have?
It looks like Breck Eisner is possibly going to be the new director for the Friday the 13th movie that's coming up.
Okay.
So that's interesting. He directed The Crazies, which was pretty okay. I think the remake of the horror film The Crazies from George Romero. He also directed The Last Witch Hunter, which I heard wasn't that good. And he was also attached to the remake of The Creature from the Black Lagoon, as well as Escape from New York. So it's pretty interesting.
And this has been delayed forever, this movie. It's been having a lot of problems. They don't want to go up against any big box office things going on. What other news I could say is that they described that Jason's mother, Pamela Voorhees, is going to make some sort of an appearance in a new incarnation, as is his father, Elias, who is supposed to be in the script a lot. So it's kind of like a reboot of Friday the 13th, where it's going to have his mom, his dad, when he was a kid also. So when they go back and meet the family, he says, you're going to meet Pamela, Elias, Jason, see how it all happens. They're also going to explain how and why, which that is not really what I'm looking forward to. Some things shouldn't be explained, so I'm kind of against that. But it is an interesting thing about his father being named Elias. Now, I was always had this feeling that his father, he was never really talked about that much, was some type of congressperson or senator or something, because somebody had to spend the money to bury Jason in a nice, tombstone and stuff like that. Otherwise, they would bury him in Potter's Field, like just throw him in the dirt somewhere. So I always felt that some family member did that, because nobody would do that for a killer that killed I don't know how many hundreds of kids, like teens and stuff. So I am happy that we're getting another Friday the 13th, and hopefully there could be more. So what do you have to say, Chris? Anything on that, or?
Not really.
Yeah. What about you, Steampunk? Are you a fan of Friday the 13th movies?
I used to be when I was younger. I kind of lost interest in them. Got bored.
Probably when he went
seemed very repetitive.
to space, right?
Actually, Jason X is my favorite because it was so bad that it was funny. It was hilarious. It's an epic space comedy horror.
Yeah.
You don't have one of those every day. But yeah, I don't know. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch them for the TNA. It was like, okay, well, this girl looks hot. How's she gonna die? But I got bored with it. It just seemed very repetitive after a while. I don't know. I have really lackluster interest in Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and Daniel, you're not really a Friday the 13th fan, right?
Yeah, I am, but I'm just so sick and tired of all these reboots, and I just want to move forward with the story, and we're not going to do that if every few years we're going to reboot it.
Yes,
agree.
do a Jason X
sequel.
Do a Jason X Part 2. I would pay to see that.
Well, actually, you could continue it technically from Part 8, because Paramount is doing this movie. They have the rights to do this movie. So technically, when they sold the rights to New Line, that's when you got the Jason Goes to Hell and Jason, all the crazy stuff happened. But technically, I would do a sequel to Manhattan, only this time be actually in a Manhattan for the whole movie rather than 3 minutes or 5 minutes. So, but anyway, there's another article, right, for Friday the 13th, Chris?
Yeah. Let's see. Apparently, it's 34 years ago today that Jason Voorhees found his hockey mask, and it's basically, this is on Bloody Disgusting, so if you guys want to go read this, it's best if you read it yourselves. It's basically like a retrospective of the things that happened, like with the success of Friday the 13th Part 2 and whatnot. It just
I
basically
mean,
goes
once he
through the
got rid
history
of
of it.
that, once he got rid of that pillowcase, you know, and
Yeah.
he got the hockey mask, that was the whole franchise right there. That was like the perfect thing. He was known for the hockey mask, and that was it. It was set for stone. Even when he lost the hockey mask, he always found a way to get a new hockey mask.
Yeah.
Even when it was broken in half or whatever, he just got another hockey mask. Always.
He didn't get the hockey mask till part 2, right? Yeah.
He got the hockey mask part 3.
Part 3.
Part
Okay, so
3. Yes.
part 2 he didn't have the hockey mask, and part 1
The pillowcase.
Jason wasn't even the killer. It was the mom that was the killer, right?
Yes.
In part 1? Yeah.
Yes. Although supposedly he appeared to pull her into the water, which, you know, and then he came back after in the beginning of 2. You know, so there's that. All right. So anyway, good news. I'm glad Friday the 13th finally is going to start. We don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but, you know, at least we got something. Let's see what happens. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye for now.